What is up, Sexy Beast? Crazy Rabbit here, and the Zombies community has been very busy today because Treyarch decided to tease the fuck out of Revelations. They've been posting things on their Snapchat, on their Instagram, on their Facebook, on their Twitter. Fuck it, I bet if they had a MySpace, they'd be posting on there too. They have just been teasing the fuck out of this map, which I think is pretty awesome. And they've also been sending YouTubers private videos, and like the message itself isn't really too important. It's the scraps of paper that flash up every now and then that are really important, and I haven't got my video yet, so I'm assuming they're just gonna be saving the best for last, obviously. So I bet when I get my video, you know, it's probably gonna have so much informations and boobs and stuff. But I guess we'll start off with these Snapchats first, and then we'll get into the scraps of paper and the messages and the videos and stuff like that. So first, let's go ahead and talk about this Snapchat right here. It's 3 separate images, but I put them all together. And to me, it looks like actual in-game images or trailer images of the actual map itself. And a lot of people have been thinking like, oh, it's a KINO remake or something like that. And it does, you know, the layout kind of looks familiar to KINO. You got the upper floor, you got the lower floor, you get the sort of T pathway in front of the stage. But this isn't going to be an exact KINO remake because you can't see the Bowie knife from the teleporter. It's just not how KINO works. Trap isn't supposed to be placed there. So if this is somewhat related to KINO, it would be a completely sort of revised KINO with different paths to take, different obstacles, different traps, and probably different weapon locations on the wall and stuff like that. So I do feel like this might have some relation to KINO, but I don't think it's going to be exactly KINO itself. Now the next one is actually pretty interesting too because we have the statues of Primus, which reminded me a lot of Origins. Here's the 3 pictures put together, and it really does look a lot like the underneath of Pack-a-Punch in Origins. Except for in that one, the statues weren't like all sort of back to back, they were all like in a row. This one, they're all back to back, and it looks like an old church or like a very old ancient site or something like that. I'm trying to like think of the right words, but I just can't. But if you've ever seen like an Indiana Jones movie, like a temple, I think that was maybe the word I was looking for, but it really reminds me of like some Indiana Jones shit. So maybe we're gonna have a boulder trap where we just have to run away from it, and then somebody's gonna scream Indy, and then we use our whip to grapple to safety and we steal some treasure. And the last picture that really fucking confused me on the Snapchat was this. I have no idea what this could be. I feel like it's going to be somewhat related to the Primus area. I think it's going to be something like that. It kind of reminds me a lot of, again, the Origins Pack-a-Punch area, but it's really hard to tell what exactly this is without being zoomed out or any context or anything. So I really have nothing to speculate on what this could possibly be, but it looks interesting as hell. Next up, I'm going to let you guys listen to the 3 messages that they actually posted, I believe 2 on Facebook and 1 on Instagram. Nothing really too important with the actual message itself. It's actually the scraps of paper that are pretty important, but I'll let you guys listen to that, and then we'll get into these scraps of paper.
Dempsey, Takeo, Nikolai, and of course, Richthofen. Are you sure you're ready for this? You're probably confused at this point, but try not to worry. It'll all make sense soon. It's a lot to juggle. The apothecons, the keepers, not to mention the children. Let's tie up all the loose ends, shall we?
So like I said before, some YouTubers have actually gotten their own messages, and I'm probably going to wait till all the YouTubers come forth with their messages to make a video about those ones. So these ones are just the ones on Facebook and Snapchat, and during those videos, scraps of paper would flash up real quick in like a frame or 2, and then they would disappear. And when put together, these are what it looks like so far. We don't really have all the scraps of paper because some YouTubers probably haven't checked their emails or whatever. And the zombie community put this together. I kind of did the top and bottom one myself. I feel like that's where the top one obviously goes. It would just need a little eyepiece. And then the one on the bottom, I really wasn't sure where exactly that one fits in yet. I think we're going to need a couple more pieces before we figure out that one. And I see a lot of people saying, oh, it's Dr. Maxis, but this looks absolutely nothing like Dr. Maxis. Yeah, it's the sort of same picture format as this picture right here, but Dr. Maxis doesn't have a big fucking Mario nose, and Dr. Maxis doesn't have a skinny little beard. He's got like that Santa beard going on. And also, if you look at the top piece of scrap paper, this guy has hair. Dr. Maxis does not. He's bald like me. So it's obviously Dr. Monty. They look exactly alike. The thing is, what's behind him? What is he doing? What's the full picture? Why don't they just show us a picture of Dr. Monty? We already seen what he looks like. It's what's behind him that I'm very curious to know, or what is he doing? That's what I can't wait to figure out. There's going to be something else in this image that we can see once we get it all together. I feel like there's going to be a symbol behind him or something. That's going to be a very good hint to what Dr. Monty really wants, his real goal. So I feel like once we get this thing done, it's going to give us a lot of information, and it's going to give us a fuck ton more questions just like always. So that's basically everything we have so far. I assume throughout the rest of the day we're going to get a shit ton more of stuff, but that's just everything we've had so far. So thank you guys so much for watching, and if you guys could, please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Peace.